Hello students, welcome to our Scratch tutorial series for this year. Today's video, we're going to focus on what is Scratch, how do you use it, how does it look like, what are the different parts of Scratch. So when you open Scratch, it should look something like this. You can open Scratch in the browser. However, for this project, we are going to be using the iMacs and we're going to be using the dedicated Scratch application on the Mac. So if you go down to the bottom of your screen and you have your dock, you should be able to open the Scratch app by going to all of your apps. Once you have Scratch open, it should open a project that looks something like this. This is the default Scratch project with nothing in it. You can see it starts me off with a basic little cat character and a blank screen around it. This section on the right is your actual game. This is the window where you can see how your game is currently looking. You can move things around in it. You can adjust some of the settings of those things. Down below is where you will see all of the different sprites or assets that you make for your game. This is where we're going to add our different NPCs, our different characters, all of the objects that we need. They're all going to go in here. On the left, you'll see all of our different codes. For every object that we have, every sprite, you can attach code to it. There's a lot of different options here, and we will go through them more in later episodes of this tutorial. For now, you can see them here on the left. And if you wanted to use one, you would click and bring it into the actual coding space, which is the last space on our page here. This area is where all the code for the specific sprite that you have selected will go. Next, you'll see that there's a Costumes tab. For the current selected sprite, I could go to Costumes and see that there are already two costumes. One with the cat walking and the other with the cat maybe running. You'll see they look a little bit different, but they generally line up with each other. These costumes are how you would take, for example, your main character and have one image of your main character standing still and another one for your character walking to the right, and maybe another one for your character walking to the left. And you could switch between them in your game so that your character isn't just standing still even while they're supposed to be walking. You'll also see there's a Sounds tab, which we'll get to if it becomes important, but for now, it's probably not going to be very important for our game. Those are all the parts of Scratch that you can see here. The only other important tabs are here at the top. There's an Edit tab, which gives you an option to turn on Turbo mode. You will probably not need this, but if, for some reason, your game is running really slowly, you can try turning this on to see if it helps. Under File, you'll see that there's the options to actually load and save your project. Just like with pixelart.com, you're going to want to save your project every class so that you don't lose your work. So in this case, I would click on Save to your computer. Yours will probably look something like this. I would name it something like Mr. Craig's project, and then I could choose where to save it. This little arrow here lets you open up to see the full window, and you can choose where to save it. Just like what you guys are doing on your iMacs, I'm going to save mine to Documents and then a folder with my name on it. We'll go right here. Mr. Craig's project, you'll see I already tested it before. And then I could hit save. Now I could also go in here and I could load that project as it is from my computer. Each class, I recommend that you save your project with the same name, but you add a number to the end so that you don't remove the save that you had before. And if you ever needed to, you could load that past save and see what changes were made if something broke and you weren't sure what broke. This is the basic introduction to Scratch and to the application and to all of the different parts of the screen. The next step will be bringing our characters, and backgrounds into Scratch. If you have extra time today, feel free to mess around with Scratch with what you see in the default project and experiment a bit. You can also mess around with the editor here for different costumes to see just exactly what you can control within Scratch versus needing to do in pixelart.com.